not El Dorado Park mistake alone. This time you make a mistake, you collapse the whole country. You cannot entrust our country in the hands of gangsters, in the hands of the corrupt, in the hands of the racist. You need to entrust this government in the hands that loves black people. Who are the black people? Colored Africans, Indians, who were oppressed. And this is the only organization that represents those people. Today, we are lucky and we are told by television we must celebrate that 22 days we didn't have load shedding. Let's call a party and say there's no load shedding. We are being made to celebrate stupid things. Even on the news, they write it there down. It keeps on passing. 22 days without load shedding. You know why they're saying? They suspended load shedding because of the elections. Because load shedding is man-made. To show that load shedding is man-made, during our Rugby World Cup, we love rugby, there was no load shedding. How can electricity know that there is a Rugby World Cup? Only a human being will know that there is a World Cup and the bosses want to watch. After they paraded the cup, the last day load shedding came. Boom! And it didn't just come, it went stage 6. Let me tell you, the suspended load shedding is going to come back on the 29th at 12 midnight when we counting the votes. Because you know these criminals, they are going to switch off the electricity and steal the votes. So they must find El Dorado Park ready. When they switch off load shedding, you switch on the torch. Hey, crook, we know you. So, load shedding is man-made. We can fix it. They say to us, do not use coal, it's polluting. After saying do not use coal, is polluting, they say to us, bring that coal here. They say don't use it. But go and look at how many trucks are lining up, going to Richards Bay in KZN, off to Germany, Britain, all of Europe, including China. They say to you, close this power station that gives you 1,000 megawatts. For what alternative? They don't have. We will never close any power station. If you want us to close any power station for a green energy, you must say to us, close 1,000 megawatts, shut it down. We are giving you 1,000 megawatts from wind, from gas and all of that. If you don't give us that, we have no reason to close. You must always have a base to build from. So our base in South Africa is coal. We support the mixed energy sources, but we cannot be made to suffer before we realize the resolution. Gradually, we are going to convert into an alternative. We say in the EFF, we believe one of the biggest contributors to, or one of the biggest consumers of electricity is heating. When you have electricity geyser, it's the one that consumes a lot of electricity. They are now solar geysers and gas geysers. As a bargain, why is government not saying in Gauteng, we are going to replace all your geysers. We will give you a gas geyser. You give us the electricity geyser. We go and destroy it. We have relieved the grid from a pressure. The second one is, why do we cook with electricity when there is gas stoves? And we are the ones who approve. We are the ones who approve plans. When I want to build a house here in El Dorado Park, I submit the plans to the municipality. Municipality must say, in these new plans, We want to see gas stove and gas geyser. Once we are removed from cooking and heating from electricity, we have relieved the grid of a significant portion of consumption. Those are immediate practical things that can be done. And who's going to solve these geysers? It's your children. We employ them. At the same time, we resolve two issues of electricity crisis and unemployment, because solutions are there. So I'm here to say to you, this is my home. I belong to the colored community. They belong to me. We are one thing, and nothing can separate us. Your problems are my problems. When I fight corruption, when I fight stealing from our government, I'm thinking of you. I want your children to be liberated and be part of those communities that are prospering. I don't like this thing that every time we speak of drugs, you think of colored communities. We need to destroy that. When we speak of gangster, we think of colored communities. When we speak of unemployment, alcohol, colored communities. No. We need to fight all those social ills in the colored communities and restore your dignity. So, when we're preparing for this meeting, they say, you have to arrive at 2 o'clock at El Dorado Park. Why? They say at 6 is dangerous. It's dangerous. It will never be dangerous as long as my people are living there. It means I can also live amongst those people. Whatever danger they are confronting, let me experience it today. Because I'm not going into El Dorado Park sneaking in and sneaking out. I'm not going to surrender my independence and the independence of the people of El Dorado Park to the hands of criminals. Why would a government, Commissar Mcini, normalize that there at 6 is dangerous? It means we know. Why are we not deploying the necessary force to deal with the problem? Because we know the problem. Now that you told us you can't come in here at 6 o'clock, it's dangerous, it means there must be a permanent deployment. After 6, there must be visible policing. And if the police of El Dorado Park are corrupt, get other police from outside to come and monitor the crime in El Dorado Park. So I'm confident that under the EFF government, we will be free. None of us come from prison for stealing from people and robbing people. None of us has got a history of being in a relationship with gangsters. None of us has got a relationship with drug lords. We joined the struggle at a young age. The choice is yours. If you want to elect drug lords or you want children who grew up in a struggle against the oppression of black people. I thank you.
Well said from Julius Malema, and this is what we need to see now in our continent or in our motherland Africa. We don't need anyone to move us from the main aim that we as African we planned for and go with known aims that will left us behind and still in the same position. We know that Africa now we need to raise from where we are to the Africa we want. So, brothers and sisters, just a little, you heard well the speech from Malema from beginning up to the end. And what I need from you now is your thought on the ideas or on the view of Julius Malema speaking on the Africa, on the South Africa, but not only in South Africa. I take this to the whole continent of Africa because the aim is one. So let me know your thought in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share, and let us now meet in the next episode.